This tutorial is about floating and docked keyboards. This video will describe the two different methods of viewing a keyboard and the pros and cons of each method. The two methods of viewing a keyboard are docked and float. Currently, this keyboard is docked. To float the keyboard, I click on the View menu and then click on the Float Keyboard option. As you can see, it now is floating around, and I'm going to click on the View menu again and put it back to dock mode by clicking on the Dock Keyboard option. You might ask, what are the pros and cons of each method? First, Reach is designed to never cover any other window, so you can always get to it. But we also don't want any other window to cover Reach. So notice I have WordPad open here. It is maximized, so normally it would be way down here underneath the Reach keyboard. But Reach is using something called Windows Management. Windows Management is a feature of Reach that helps us manage Windows so that we don't have to do it ourselves. So here Reach is docked, the keyboard is docked, and the window is maximized above the Reach keyboard. If I hide the keyboard, which is another feature of Reach, then you can see that the window is maximized only above the Reach button bar and menu bar. If I show the keyboard again, Reach's keyboard and word prediction bar are shown, and the window is maximized but still only above the Reach keyboard. This is quite useful so that the keyboard never obscures the application that you're using. There are other features of Windows Management that are related to docking keyboards. Let's say I want to click on a dialog box and open up a dialog box. As I open up this print dialog box, I can move it around. But as you can see, if I try to push it down, Reach won't let me. This is so that the dialog box can never get obscured or never get lost. There are some cases where dialog boxes are so big that even that won't help. And here's an example. I happen to have Microsoft Word open and running, and if I click on this window, and now I can't see my part of my keyboard. If I simply move my mouse down into the keyboard, Reach will automatically push the dialog box back. If I want to use the dialog box, I move my mouse back, and you can see my cursor is blinking here. I can then type to this area if I wish, and so I have the best of both worlds, a large docked keyboard, but I don't have to have any windows obscured. Floating keyboards, on the other hand, might be useful if you need to use them as a normal window. However, if you do float a keyboard, go to the View option. If I float my keyboard, I probably will need to float the word prediction window. Floating a word prediction window works much the same way. This happens to be in horizontal mode. I'll double click it so that it'll be in vertical mode, and then I can drag my window to the position I wish. If I go ahead and dock my keyboard again, I will probably want to dock word prediction also. This concludes our floating and docked keyboards tutorial.